Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one today in Diamond Dynasty between the Predators and the Nationals. It's Nationals baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Into the box, Cody Bellinger, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Predators, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
First pitch of the AB on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So stepping in is Shohei Ohtani.
The right fielder, Shohei.
Now the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one.
Vamos allá, vamos allá.
Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. Hit hard on the ground to first.
Whoa.
Bell brings it in.
Buena, buena,
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. So now here is Paul Goldschmidt. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Strasburg comes set. Here's his offering. To short, hit hard. He's got it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. And now the first pitch. Mike Piazza is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
That is good. The left fielder, Kyle.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. 1-1 to Schwarber. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Pulled toward right center field.
Mira, demonio. ¡Ah, se le fue! Se le fue la bola, man. No me di cuenta, carajo.
The relay. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Diablo, mano, no me di cuenta. Yo pensé que estaba ya debajo de ella.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. And it's fouled away. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Ready with the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground.
Oh, esa primera va a ser la hostia.
And he will take this to the bag himself, and a big
Nacho.
play there as that limits the damage to 1.
Qué buena jugada, mano, ¿no? Coño, mala mía ahí. Ya hubiera anotado otro me cajera más.
And now in the box,
Mira, paja,
number 3.
coño.
He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For Washington, the shortstop, number 3.
Now here it comes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Ground ball right side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Pedro Martínez está flaquito ahí.
Now for the Nats, Yadiel Hernandez. Now here it comes.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here now is Juan Soto. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is the left fielder. Still ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Hijo de puta.
Batting fourth, the first baseman,
Josh Bell the next to hit.
Bell.
As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Got him looking, and that is
Vete
the
para tu
inning.
casa, mi hermano. ¿Qué clase de palo me dio ese hoyo Soto?
Second inning set to go, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. First pitch on its way, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Lifted the other way to left center.
Atrasado le di.
Hernandez arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Next, here is Alfonso Soriano from the stretch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way. And you
Eso es,
have to
papá.
dive in
Perfecto
and
ahí.
over that thing.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Standing in now, Pedro Martínez. Swinging a soft liner.
Coge, Pedrito, que te coge. Coge,
On
Pedrito.
to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
Este juego va a estar bueno. Este juego va a estar bueno.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Now here's the first offering, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. High in the air out towards shallow right. Soriano ranging into the outfield. He's there.
Pásala,
and records
pásala.
the first out. And now for Washington, number 88, and he's ready to take his first cuts. The pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Buena, esa es buena.
The line and fair, that's a hit.
Batting seventh, the catcher,
And up next, it'll be Keibert Ruiz, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Ohtani waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Tacho, le tiró un petardo ese demonio.
Now it'll be Luis Garcia.
batting in, the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Here's the first pitch.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Still no balls and two strikes. Runner aboard at first here with two gone in a 1-1 ball game. Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in two count, and the pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
Whoa.
Changeup gets him out in front for
Puta
strike
madre.
2. High and deep down the left field line.
Coño, foul.
But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Set to deliver the 0-1. A dive.
No.
He's got it. The throw.
Coño, no me diga.
There on
Me sacó en
first, but not in
segunda,
time,
mano.
as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Esta gente juega bien, ¿ah? Desgraciado.
1 out, runner at first, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Swing, line,
Vámonos,
drive.
vámonos, vámonos,
That's gonna be
vámonos,
trouble.
vámonos, vámonos, Tani. Echa para el pro, echa para adentro. Echa para adentro, mijo. Bien, bien, bien.
And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Now batting, catcher,
At the plate, Mike Piazza. He swings and grounds it to short. Reined in. And there are 2 away now. And now here is Kyle Schwarber, runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Kyle Schwarber.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball.
Me cogió con ese.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Started to go around.
Oh,
but it's a
man.
ball, third
Me
strike
cogió con 2
anyway,
bolas en
and that will
cambio.
retire the side.
Oh my God. Vamos allá.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Steven Strasburg. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Fielded cleanly, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Stepping in once again is number 3. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on the way. The windup and the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down.
Se la comió, se la comió.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Ohtani will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. And Stepping in, Yadier Hernandez. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Vamos, que vamos rapidito, ¿eh? No somos cristianos.
Now into the box, Eduardo Escobar, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And this isn't his strong side, at least not in terms when you look at the stat sheet or his consistent contact rates. I just don't think he's quite as smooth with his rhythm and swing mechanics when he's hitting left-handed.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Now the pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Oh my God!
Ruiz is right there. 1 down.
Ah,
So 1 out and nobody aboard. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. At the plate now is Alfonso Soriano. He collected a base hit his first time up. He's set, and the pitch. Swing, and he launches this one to
le dio duro Soriano, ¿ah? Eso, Pedro Martínez.
Stepping in now, Pedro Martínez. Swing and a liner. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sácasela, Pedrito, sácasela. Diablo, si te la saca.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
No me des un bolazo, desgraciado.
He's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. And
Bien, no hay problema, Pedrito, no hay problema.
Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Juan Soto.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
There's a swing and
oh my goodness, no puede ser, macho.
Leap, but he can't bring it back into the
Qué brutal
park.
está este hombre, macho. No es como pichar este macho. Nah.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, chalk that up to one you get away with once, maybe. Change up, belt high and above usually does not come back. He used his aggressiveness against him right there.
Count remains at 0-2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. Stepping in next, Ryan Zimmerman flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Fouled off. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So next to hit is number 88. He singled in his first AB. And the pitch.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Lead-off homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah.
Gone to lead off the inning.
Ya me bajó con esa resta ahí en el medio, macho. Qué loquillo.
Shohei Ohtani digging in next.
Oh!
Field and absolutely
Forget
about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his
son 3 cogidos, ¿ah? Son 3 cogidos, macho.
Those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
Now that catcher, Mike.
Into the box, Mike Piazza. Here's his swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Number 88 is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track.
Le dio bien, ¿ah?
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat Kyle Schwarber. Right
no puede
field,
ser, macho. Estará loco ese pitcher. Mira para allá, se la segundo. Tía, le dio en el queso, brother. Ándale.
Tall right-handed reliever takes over
¿Qué pasó
pitching
al
duties
pitcher? Me estaba pichando bien. Qué barbaridad.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Hit pretty well.
No me diga que hay otro más. No puede ser.
Number 88 back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Diablo, macho.
Stepping up is Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now the first pitch. 1-0. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit out towards second.
No te preocupes, Francisco, no hay problema. Vamos al mambo.
Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally
Toma.
over.
Diablo, qué brutal se ve. Saludos para todos los que me están viendo de Puerto Rico.
So now to the plate, Keibert Ruiz flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. And that's out number 1. Striding in is Luis Garcia. He bounced out last time up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Skied into straightaway right. Ohtani waits on it. 2 down. Jordy Mercer will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the base is empty.
Number 27.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one. And there's ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Los árbitros cantan cuando le da la gana.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Austin Voth takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Chopper to short.
Tiene que avanzar porque este coge, ¿ah?
Gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to
Le di mal a esa bola.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Pedro Martínez, 0 for 2 on the afternoon.
Se parece un poquito, ¿eh?
Now the first
Traten bien a Pedro.
Softly hit down the line. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Le tiró con los ojos cerrados.
So here's Cody Bellinger. And that one yanked just foul. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Calma. Está desesperado, Bellinger.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Again, a 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field.
Mira, Pedro.
Soto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Next to hit is Shohei Ohtani. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball he hit for the home run, that was one of those meatball ones. A cement mixer just kind of floated up there. I'm not so sure that they're going to go back to the breaking
Sigue cogiendo, pero de 2 outs. Para que no quiere cansarse, ¿eh?
And the inning is over.
Bueno, pues amigos, ya estamos en la entrada número 6. ¿Ah? Vamos al mambo.
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 3. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Number 3.
First pitch on its way. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Yadiel Hernandez grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
¿Quién está ahí?
Next to stand in is
Ay, el demonio este.
And his confidence has to be in a really good place right now, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one.
He jumped all over.
Esta es mi venganza, mi venganza.
So I got to believe in the back of his mind, he knows he's probably getting a fastball in during this sequence.
Fastball called for strike 2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt.
The first baseman.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
No, yeah, baby.
You know, it's funny right there. You look at that pitch, and it's almost a hybrid in between a big-time old-school curveball and a nasty slider that goes off the fastball. That's kind of right in the middle right there, kind of working off the clock, that 3 to 8, if you can picture that in your head. Tough pitch to lay off of.
Ready with another 0-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Got him slurf that time, and that'll be the first out of the
Malo,
inning.
que más esa bola para batear me
Here's the
engaña
cleanup
más.
hitter,
Me
Mike
caso
Piazza.
en
He
su
flew
vida
out
gris.
in his last AB. First offering. Grounded to short.
Le dio bien, le dio. 2 veces la ha dado bien, ¿ah?
On to first, and there are 2 down.
Están bien colocados los locos,
Ready to take his hacks again. Kyle Schwarber blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Now he spins on one here.
Cógeme esa. A ver, cógeme esa.
Stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
19 el loquillo. A la calle.
Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar. Now a swing, and he just
Vamos, coger con calma, con calma. No hay break, no hay apuro, macho.
For 3 in the game so far.
Vaya apuro, ¡ah! ¡Qué linda bola, macho!
And makes the catch to end the inning.
¡Qué linda esa bola, macho!
Last half of the 7th here, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell.
The first baseman, Josh Bell.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Ese Pedro
Now into the box is Ryan Zimmerman. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. Nothing in 2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Number 88 is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
1-0.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And the pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. In the air to straightaway right. Ohtani waits on it. And that ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. On the ground to the right side.
No te vayas sin dar un hit, papito. No te
Find its
vayas.
way into right for a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the 8th. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. The next batter is Alfonso Soriano, and it's fouled away. Swing, line, drive.
Linda,
That's
Linda,
gonna be
corre, que
trouble.
eso es doble, vamos, dale. Dale, Lindor, coño, cabrón.
Rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the
¿Cómo lo
run
cogen?
scores.
Qué
Ryan
desgraciado.
Harper enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. To the plate now, Pedro Martínez. And on the first pitch, he grounds
Pedrito.
foul.
Quiere batear el desgraciado, ¿ah?
The 0-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here.
Ah,
And
en
Zimmerman
serio,
across the diamond in time for the first out.
en serio no
So the
adelantó aquel
lineup flips
demonio,
over
macho.
and digging in, Cody Bellinger. It was a
Está
flyout
dormido,
for him in
¿eh?
his last trip. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Runner at second here with one man out. And he falls behind 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Two and two.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Ready now is Shohei Ohtani. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First offering. And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up all
Esto no le va a
one.
tirar nada bueno, no va a dar.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
That was kind of a gift to the
Está
hitter.
atreva.
He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike
Oye,
zone,
mira, se atrevió y le di
it's
más
obviously easy to take
a
that
esa
one.
jodida
Zimmerman
bola.
over to his left, and he's got it for the final out of the
Esta es la
frame.
última para estos muchachos. Vamos a darle. Vamos a darle,
Bottom of
Pedrito.
inning number 8 set to go, and Keber Ruiz will dig into the plate.
The catcher,
And now the first pitch.
Ruiz.
And that's in there for a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now at the plate, here is Luis Garcia. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Lindor takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Carter Kieboom will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Carter.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The windup and the 0-1.
Si le da eso, le da todas, ¿ah?
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he
Eso,
will strike
papá.
him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over.
Bueno, mis amigos, ya se terminó este juego. Una victoria 9-2.
Tanner Rainey comes
Ah, no,
on the pitch
todavía.
now, hoping for better results than the
Yo estoy más
other
perdido
arms
que.
that they've
Ya estoy en
run
la
out there in
novena.
this one.
Ah, ok.
Now to the plate, here is
Okay.
He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Qué bruto soy, macho.
Next up
Es más, yo creo que
is
estoy
Mike
viendo mal.
Piazza. He was retired
Sí,
from the ground
fue
ball
que vi
last time up.
las cajeras de mi equipo. Pensé que era la novena.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Oh.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And quickly, there are two away. Up next, Kyle Schwarber. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game. From the stretch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy is...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. In now, Eduardo Escobar, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over.
Le dio bien, Mayo, le dio bien. Ahora sí,
Batting
el
order turns over now and set to go number 3. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch of the AB now.
Nope, that's inside.
Uf.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Here comes the right fielder, but this will land untouched. Here's another 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Digging in will be Yadiel Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Goldschmidt trying to get there, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Juan Soto. No sabía que me iba a encontrar con ese demonio.
He grounded out last time up. First pitch on its way. 2 out.
Mira cómo me hace, mira cómo me hace. Ah.
1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
No problem laying off the sinker in, and he's in a golden spot, 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Josh Bell is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt.
Acabó el
Is
evento.
there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, we had 2 spring
Ahora
training
sí se acabó.
teams going at it in this one. Pretty much an even matchup on paper, but in the end, these guys come out on top and get a well-earned victory.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Predators led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Pedro Martínez is credited with the win. Steven Strasburg permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshow.com.
Advance our final line score.